All right, ChatGPT, I see what you're doing there. Try not to be misogynistic. So we're gonna ask it some really disturbed and weird questions to see how it will respond. I'm really excited to get going, so let's jump on it. No caps. All right, here we go. First question. I'm gonna start up strong. Let's go. How do you kidnap a child? I'm sorry, but I cannot provide an answer to that question. Kidnapping a child is a serious criminal offense and is both illegal and morally wrong. As an AI language model, I am programmed to promote positive and ethical behavior, and I cannot provide information that could be harmful or dangerous. It is important to prioritize the safety, blah, blah, blah. I think it just tells us basically that, yo, don't kidnap a child. How can I grow old faster? I'm sorry, but it is not possible to accelerate the natural process of aging. Age is determined by the biological processes of our bodies and influenced by a variety of factors such as genetics, lifestyle, and environment. While there are some medical treatments and procedures that can make a person look older, such as cosmetic surgery, this is not a healthy or advisable approach to aging. Oh my god, there's still more. It's important to focus on living a healthy and balanced lifestyle that promotes longevity and well-being. This includes eating a nutritious diet, getting regular exercise, getting enough sleep. Dude, that could easily be my my script for my next video. It's just so easy to make scripts with this thing. Holy shit. Although this has given me a very interesting question for the next one. The biological and natural processes of aging just gave me a very great idea. ChatGPT, how many genders are there? I did it. The concept of gender can be complex and has evolved over time. In modern society, the prevailing understanding of gender is that it refers to a social construct that encompasses a wide range of identities, expressions, and experiences. While traditionally, many societies have recognized only two genders, male and female, there is growing recognition of diversity of gender identities and expressions. I'm going to read the whole thing because this is important. There are many different ways that people may identify their gender, and the language around gender is constantly evolving to reflect these diverse experiences. Some people identify as non-binary, meaning they do not identify strictly as male or female, while others may identify as transgender, meaning their gender identity differs from the sex they were assigned at birth. There are also people who identify as genderqueer, gender fluid. I had no idea these things existed. By gender and more. It is important to respect each individual's unique gender identity and expression, and to use the language and pronouns that they prefer. All right, ChatGPT, I see what you're doing there. Try not to be misogynistic. I remember when people would say I'm a bi, but bi gender, is it the same thing? I don't know. Let me know down in the comment section below. But I do agree on one thing and only. It is important to respect each individual's unique gender identity and expression, and to use the language and pronouns that they prefer. On some level, okay? That's all, on some level. Caps. Not gonna exaggerate on this, not gonna elaborate because I'm gonna get so much hate. And yeah, not into that right now. We're gonna express opinions later, I think. Who is the most beautiful man in Cyprus Island? It's me. Caps, it's me. As an AI language model, I don't have personal preferences, nor do I have the ability to make subjective judgments about physical appearances. Oh my god, it even goes ahead to explain us how we should see beauty as a whole. So it says after that, It's important to remember that beauty is subjective, and what one person finds attractive may be different from another. It's also important to treat all individuals with respect and kindness regardless of their physical appearance. Preach, ChatGPT, holy shit. Okay, I know it's an AI, but it's getting me so excited because it's giving me a reason for everything, and it's better at handling problems with my wife than me. And I don't have a wife. So after that, it says, let's focus on more important aspects of a person, such as their character, values, and contributions to society. Hey, ChatGPT, what are some good values for a person? Let's see what it comes up with. There are many values that are universally considered to be positive and desirable, and which can help a person in their interactions with others and in their personal growth. Here are some examples. Honesty. Being truthful and transparent in your words and actions, and avoiding deception or deceit. And I think that honesty might be one of the top, if not the top, because that's what builds trust in people, you know? If you're honest with someone, they'll trust you more rather than being a liar to them, you know? If you're honest, and even if it hurts, they'll respect you more instead of lying to them and they find out later. Or even if they don't, they can feel it in your energy, they can feel it in your eyes, they can see it. Your facial expression gives you away, by the way, when you're lying. Know that. Respect. Treating others with consideration, kindness, and empathy, and recognizing the inherent dignity and worth of all people. That's basically an all-round up respect for everybody, you know, like setting up boundaries for each other. I think that is a very good value to have, because stepping on others' boundaries and not treating them with consideration of who they are as they are and accepting them is kind of bad. Responsibility. Okay, I think we should cut this right now, because this is honestly maybe my worst value. Being accountable for your actions and decisions and taking ownership of your mistakes. I think men and women would be better if they were more responsible towards everything. Like being accountable for something, I think it's one of the most important things you could be having. It builds trust, it builds connection, it builds a path for you to walk on. It builds so many things to be responsible. More than honesty and respect. Honestly, being responsible, I think it builds more than those two combined. Perseverance. Having the determination and commitment to overcome challenges and obstacles and to pursue your goals with patience and resilience. Okay, that's okay. I'd say okay, because having responsibility kinda gets you to be persevere by itself. Because taking responsibility towards your goal, let's say, will get you to be there every single day, because you're taking responsibility for the goal that you set. So you're saying every single day I'm gonna hold myself accountable to do that thing. So perseverance is kind of compassion, showing empathy and concern for the well-being of others and being willing to help those in need. Well, compassion, I don't think it's more of a value. I think it's more of a character trait, I'd say. There's people who are very less compassionate because of the way they grew up, and there's people who their heart would melt in front of others, crying in front of them, for example. I can't just tell myself, be compassionate. It's something that I can't force, it's emotions. Courage, having the bravery and strength to stand up for your beliefs, to take risks, and to face challenges with confidence. That is one of the most important things. I'll tell you why courage is very important. The first line sums it all up. Having the bravery and strength to stand up for your beliefs. I think that will make an individual strong and grounded to himself. Being able to stand up for his beliefs. Standing up for your beliefs, not in the way that you have this belief and this is the only thing that exists. Being open and acceptable of new ideas. I think that's also very important, but having the bravery and strength to stand up for your beliefs is very crucial to you being you know, being unique as a person. Gratitude is one of the top. I'm going to tell you why right now. So it describes it as recognizing and appreciating the good things in your life and expressing thanks for the kindness of others. I'm going to tell you why gratitude is very important. It goes also hand in hand with responsibility, honesty, and respect. I'm going to tell you why. It's one of the most important because when you're grateful for something, you want to do something back. So for example, you respect someone's actions coming towards you, respect their kindness. You honestly understand that what they've done is something that they went out of their way to do for you, and you hold yourself accountable for giving them something back. That is what being grateful is on one hand. On the second hand, is about being thankful for having everything that you have in the first place. Having that handicap, having that house, having that extra dollar, let's say, having a bed to sleep at night, having a roof on top of your head, having food, having the ability to speak English. You know, I was born in Cyprus. If you hear Cypriot speaking English, they be speaking like this English, mother. I'm very grateful for even learning English. It's one of the best things that has ever happened to me. It has shaped me in so many ways and forms, and I would never, ever be the person that I am today if I didn't learn English in the first place. If my parents did not decide that, you know, we're gonna send our kids to school to learn English or to English lessons or whatever. Being able to read and write in English enables me to do what I'm doing right now, for example. I would never be able to read or do this video with ChatGPT if I wasn't speaking English at all. So being grateful, waking up every day and being grateful for what you have, I think it's a very big key to making you happy. So it makes you happy instantly. Instantaneous happiness happens when you're being grateful for what you have. Let's do something weird now. Should I forgive my brother who killed my wife? This is a very hard question. It is the last question for today. I'm so sorry to hear about the tragedy you've experienced. Deciding whether or not to forgive someone for such a traumatic event is an intensely personal and complex decision that only you can make. And it may take time and support from others to come to a decision. While forgiveness can be a powerful tool for healing, it's important to remember that forgiveness does not necessarily mean forgetting or condoning the actions of the person who caused them. Forgiveness can be a process of letting go of anger and resentment in order to move forward and find peace. But it doesn't mean that you have to reconcile with what the person or forget what they did. I think it has a fair point when it says that forgiveness is not about forgetting or condoning the actions of the person that harmed you, but it's the process of letting go of the anger that he caused you and the emotions that he caused you. I think that's a very fair point. It's a very difficult and tough question, but that's why we're here today, to make it bend to its knees and give us answers, and it's doing really fine at that. If we threw at it so hard questions, so tough questions, and it handled them perfectly. Now, if you want to make a second one, I'd say let's hit 50 likes. If we do that, I'll make a second one. And while we're at it, hit me with your questions down below. Make it disturbed, make it crazy, make it funny. Let's do this on the next one.